to talk about pointer, one of most important thing. Okay. So firstly, a pointer is a space memory where we store the address of another memory or another variable, and for example, that is a pointer p, and I point to a variable a. So it points at the first octet of this variable. Okay, at the first word. It's important to understand it. So it points here. Okay, it points here, the first octet. Okay, so it means that if you want to access this variable, you can pass by this pointer. Okay, we see concrete example later about the real purpose of pointer. So this subject will divided by 3 videos. First is here is the generality about pointer, okay, the basics, and the second is about array, okay, because an array is a pointer too, and the third is about a string. So let's go and try to show you how this works. I create a new file, pointer.c. Okay, let's see basics about pointer. So we have pointer variable. Okay, pointer variable looks like this. The layout. Okay, let me. The layout look like type a small star in the name of the pointer. Okay, name of pointer is okay. So okay, let's go to a small example. Int main. You can declare a pointer like this. Okay, this pointer points to nowhere. Okay, it points to nothing. Okay, so the content of this pointer is random. Okay, let's test it. So okay, let's print the content to see. We will print with in hexadecimal %x. But I think there is specific specificator about this. We can check format, a specific format, single character, %p. Okay, but for pointer it's %p. Okay, also it's better to use the specific format for a pointer. So we print in format %p. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, you see that is the content. Okay, the value inside the pointer. Okay, it is not the address but the value, because the pointer just keep address. Okay, variable memory address. So if I execute second time, I have a different value. Okay, because the pointer point at the random memory, because I have not initialized it. So like when I define a simple variable like that, I initialize with 0. Okay, we talk about it. We always have to initialize, but with pointer it's better to put null. Okay, we call it a pointer, a null pointer, because it's better like that to say explicitly at your computer. Okay, that is a null pointer. Okay, it's a new pointer I create. Okay, each time you have to do it like that. Okay, it's null. So if I want to print, okay, let's look about how to make it, how to point to another variable. So if I create a variable a written inside, okay, so I point, and then after my definition I point to the address of a. So don't forget, a pointer has to get an address. Okay, that's why I put this operator. So this operator is called address operator. Okay, when you want to get the address of a variable, okay, you just add end operator before. It is a unary operator. So if I print this content this time, you will see the same content. Okay, in the same content. Okay, not this form is not the well form to print the content. Okay, because this is a pointer, so the content of this variable of this pointer is an address. So if you want to print the value, you add the selection operator. Okay, we call it the selection operator. The purpose of it is to take the value inside this address. Okay, so this address is my variable a, so the value inside it is 10. Okay, so I want to show you another thing to understand well. If I make my pointer character pointer. Okay, so my pointer has to point to a character type. So a character type, if I come back here, a character type has just one octet. So consider it character size. Okay, so that is the size of an character. Okay, so my pointer, if my pointer points, it's supposed to point to a character. So I point to this variable, and then I take just the value of this part, because my pointer points just to one octet. Okay, don't forget that the type, okay, in C programming or in another language, a type represents a size of the memory allocation. Okay, integer take 4 octet, character take just 1 octet, and for example float, or okay, take long int take 8 octet. So each type take a specific size in the memory. So if I have, for example, let me remove I want to show you, I put 0 everywhere here. So if I want to put 2 in the variable a, 2 represent in binary 1 0. Okay, and the rest of the bit took 0. So from here to here I have 0. Okay, and then 1 0, because my variable take all this space, so I count from here to the end. That is why I put my value here. Okay, it's the most right digit. Okay, the most right digit, it represents 2. So if I want to represent it in binary, it's something like you put 0b. Okay, we have already talked about it in the video about I think about expression or data. I think it's data. Okay, I think I forgot to explain it, but okay, I explained to octal form, hexadecimal form. So let me update this file to binary. Okay, binary form look like this: 0b, and then you put okay digit. The digit is 0 and 1. It's binary form 0 and 1. So you can represent it like that. So if I come back here, I put the value of 2 in binary form. It's 1 0. Okay, you can forget the 0 before, okay, because it's too long. If the values, okay, be behind your significant value, that is the significant value of 2. So like I have 0 before, I can skip it. Okay, I can just put it like that. Okay, and I print it. I print it I bring the variable of a here. Okay, you see it's 2. That is the content of my variable. So if I want to put a number greater than the size of a character, okay, you see, if I put something like 0 here and 0 here and 0 and 0 and 0 and then 1 here, okay, this if we convert in decimal, in integer, it is 1 and 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 x0. Okay, this octet is x0 and then 1. So in don't forget, you read in this side from here to here, so like that, and go like that, and go back and that, and go back like that. So this number is 1 0 0 0 0 x time here. So that is the representation. So I want it to decimal as a conversion. Okay, binary. Okay, let me 1 0 0 0. Okay, so I want to convert it in decimal. I forgot how to. Okay, it's in decimal is 256. So that is the result we're supposed to have. Okay, and then if I print it normally, so I put it's 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Okay, that is 256. Okay, this value. So I'm supposed to have 266, but if I want to print this value, okay, this value in with my pointer. Okay, we say that to print the value inside the memory where the pointer points, okay, this variable, if I want to print this value, I want to add a small star, we call it an indirection operator. Okay, let me write it here. So we have indirection operator. Okay, is start and before the name of pointer. Address operator is a small end operator. No, it's not the end operator. End operator, don't forget, end operator is 2 times n. Just one is the address operator. Okay, address operator. So I use the address operator to take the address and to put here. So if I want to print the content, I use this. So I don't know why I supposed to have, it's always null. Okay, it's supposed to be null. Okay, let me go back with 2. Okay, I have 2 here. So let me use the decimal form here. Okay, and just to show you something in decimal format. Okay, we have 2. Okay, it's normal. So now if I have the number, I had this number 256. Okay, you see the difference. Okay, so here I have 0 and here I have 266. Okay, if I add 1, so I put 1 here, I add 1, so I supposed to have 257. Okay, I had 1, I supposed to have in decimal. Okay, so the content of A, the content of A is 257. So I have 257 for this line. Okay, because I print my variable normally, but here I have 1, just 1. It's because I've precise my pointer points to a character type. Okay, to a character. So it just take care about this size. Okay, the last octet, and if I forgot the three last octet, you just take the last octet. Okay, that is the role of this pointer. So but you point to an integer, okay, different type. So it just omit this part and it take just the last, because it take care about the character size. Okay, so the character size here show us we have just 1. Okay, because 0001 is 1, but in integer we have 1 to 10001. Okay, that is why you have to always respect the same type. Okay, you have to respect the same type to be sure to have to get the same number. Okay, now it's okay. So I think with this example, pointer make I make pointer more understandable. You can assign value to a variable by the pointer. So okay, I want to lift this. Okay, pay attention to the type of the pointer. So let's do another example. If I have a variable b with 5, I can change the value of b. Okay, I print before and then I can change. Okay, I create a pointer. Okay, another pointer p2 will point to b, and then I can change the value of the variable b by the pointer. Okay, just use the in direction operator. Okay, to say at the say compiler I want to access the value, okay, the value of this address, of the address of b, and not the address. So I can change easily the value. So okay, you say I have 10. Okay, I have changed the value of b. Here I print b is 5. Okay, this line, and I change the value of b by the pointer, and then I get 10. Pay attention, if you forgot the star, it means that you change the address of variable b. Okay, but you don't want to change the address, you want to change just the values. Okay, never change the address of a memory, it's dangerous. Okay, it's a warning. And okay, let's just okay change the value of b using pointer. Okay, don't assign value with pointer that points nowhere. So for example, I've talked about it at the beginning. If I have a pointer, for example point 2, okay, I just declare like that. Okay, it points to nothing, okay, to nowhere. So I don't have to do something like that. Okay, it's dangerous to do it because it's dangerous to do something like that because you can change a random memory in your system, and it can create crash. Okay, it can create crash. So pay attention of that. When you declare your variable, you have to put new, okay, firstly, and then you have to assign a value. Okay, you have to assign an address, a address of a variable. Okay, a variable that exists. Okay, so I can leave it here. Okay, I can leave it here like that. So we have a case of scanf. Okay, I can come back with scanf. The function scanf works like that. Okay, it takes a pointer. Okay, the last time we have used something like a and the name of the variable like that. Okay, okay, let me create another variable int c. Okay, with 7. So the last time we talked about it, just with scanf you have to put an a. It's because this function scanf take waits for address here. That is why you have this form, and you can use a pointer if you want. So you can create a pointer. I can create a pointer before it points to C. So instead to use address C, I can use directly my pointer. Okay, but here I don't put the star. Okay, because I don't need to take the value but the address. Okay, remember pointer work with address. It's just where when you want to take the value inside this address, at this moment you put the star, but here we need just the address here. So if I print you see okay, just this is just the initialization. See take okay, let me print a small message before to take under an integer, for example. Okay. I think I don't need this. Okay, let me see. So I enter my variable and okay, my variable, my value is printed after this line. So this command is not necessary here, I think. I want to put a comment here that is about user pointer to take input from user. Yes. So pointer has return value. So now we talk about pointer as return value. Okay, so in function, okay, in function declaration, let me declare a function func a. Okay, that is the name of my function, and I can use a pointer parameter, okay, like int p, okay, my pointer, and then the purpose of this is when you want to change a variable outside the function. Okay, so for example, let's go with the simple example. I have just my argument here, okay, argument, and I do something like argument times 2, just something like that. But my okay, but when I call the function, okay, func a, I call it with okay, let me declare a variable 6. I suppose yeah, okay, I suppose to get argument times 2 because I have passed the value of my variable, and I do a calculation with this representation of my variable. Okay, here argument represents my variable a, but a doesn't change, it stays at 6, okay, at value 6. Okay, so the point okay, I use a is already defined. It's better to use x. Okay. Okay, it always says, but if you want that a function change the content of the variable, okay, so because this variable is not declared in this function, so it is a local variable for the function main, but it doesn't exist here. If you want a function modify a variable outside, you have to ask for the address of this variable. That is why I create I want the argument pointer argument. Okay, so now I can modify my variable here. Okay, I can modify, I can do something like pointer, I can do something like pointer argument, and I put a new value, something like 2. Okay, I realize my last example was wrong, so let's just go back quickly. I had my argument, and I want to update it like that. Okay, I want to update it. That is this operator. Don't forget this operator. I need to type this operator. Okay, to change the value, because it is a pointer. Okay, it is a pointer. Okay, I wanted to show you the initial example. Okay, I update this value like the operator times equal. Okay, it look like don't forget, this is the last time I explained it. Okay, it look like arg equal arg2. Okay, I take the last value of arg and I do times 2, and then I store the result in the same variable. Okay, for the new content. For example, if I have arg equal to 2 times 2 give 4, and then arg take the new value 4. So I update my variable, my argument like that. But when I call the function, this variable, I put this variable like argument, yes, but it doesn't change. So I explained that if you want to change, you have to make an argument as pointer. Okay, I can change the name, or I can leave like that. Okay, I can leave like that. So that is a case of, okay, I can add that is the case of pass by value. Yes, so that is how we call it, pass by value, because you pass just the value of the variable. But now I want to pass by address. Okay, that is why I declare my argument of the function as a pointer. So pointer, so I can do something like that. So now I don't forget, when you want to change the content, the value of a variable, okay, with the pointer, you have to specify this star. Okay, it's an indirection operator. Okay, so I have updated the value of my variable. Okay, by call this function, I have updated the content of x. Okay, that is the purpose of a pointer as argument. Okay, so it is a big advantage of C programming. You can modify a variable easily by through a function. Okay, through a function call, you can modify a variable outside this function, outside the function. Okay, outside the calling function, outside the called function. So okay, let's implement it. So now if I print the value will be different. Okay, 30 step segmentation code. Okay, now my function waiting for an address. Okay, a pointer waiting for address, a pointer wait for address. So I have to precise it. Okay, I give the address of my variable. Okay, and not just the value. So to precise it, when you pass to the function a variable, it is just the value it passes. That is why the comment here says that is the case of pass by value. But now I want to pass by address. Okay, I use the address operator. So I compile, and then I pass this step, and then I have the new value of my of x is 4. Okay, initially I have is 6, initially, but now by 2 times 2 I have 12. Okay, that's the value. So a small warning, return the address of a local variable. So if I do something like I declare a local variable here, I currently just var, okay, with 3. Okay, local variable. If I want to return the value, for example, I return the value of var. I think it don't work. Okay, you return I want to return the address, okay, not the value, the address. So if I return the address, I have to precise at the returning value of the function a small star. Okay, a function can return a pointer too, so you just have to add this small star after the type. Okay, and so my function return a type integer pointer, so that's why I return this value. It's dangerous to return a local variable. You can return arg. Okay, argument is yes, it's a argument, but it's a local variable too. Okay, sometimes you can do it, but you have to avoid it because outside this function, okay, the variable is not exist. Okay, for example, if I have another argument just like that, and just like a, and then I want to return this a, this case you have to avoid this case of doing. Okay, many times we can return some arguments as pointer like that, but not arguments, not the sample argument that pass by value. So it is just a small warning. In practice, we will say it. You will see it in practice. So if you return, if I try to return my variable, okay, the address. Let me try it. Okay, there is no problem. Okay, but you have to avoid it. In some case, you could have a problem, the logical problem in your application. I can stop now, okay, for this video, because it's just a basics about pointer. Okay, how to declare a pointer. Okay, it's like that. And about those two operator, indirection operator is this star, and address operator. Okay, let me remove. I just save it. Yes. Okay. And I can give you just an example. Okay, an example. Star. Where p is a pointer variable. Okay, and okay, I want to in the year. My AI disturbed me. Okay, example. Okay, where? Okay, that's all for this video. we will talk about the next topic about pointer at the next video. It is about array. Okay, so see you soon and take care of you, Nakama.
Portrait comme au Beaux-Arts, loyal, poli, droit et sincère. Je respecte le code du Bushido. Mais si on met les armes à terre, c'est pour te faire une prise d'aïkido. Et la concurrence au cimetière, ne pensez pas mourir aussitôt. Mon katana taille leurs artères et broie leurs organes génitaux. Quand j'étais gauche, j'en ai pris des coups, j'en ai dans le ventre comme un seppuku.